Hello children, welcome for today's biology class. So today we are going to continue the chapter Fundamental Unit of Life. The topics going to be covered are structural organization of a cell, diffusion and osmosis. Now let us go inside the chapter. So first let us study regarding structural organization of a cell. All cells are made up of plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Okay children, you have to remember these three: plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. When you observe the plant cells, also they have all three structures, but they have one extra structure called cell wall. Animal cells, they don't have cell wall. When you observe the plasma membrane or cell membrane, it is very thin. It is the outermost covering of the cell. But in plant cells, what do they have? They have extra cell wall also. Okay, it allows the entry and exit of some materials. Not all, they will allow only some. That's why we call them as semi-permeable membrane also. Okay, so it can go and come out of the cell. Can you see? This is plasma membrane. It is the when you observe these structures, no, it is fat, and this one, that is proteins. Okay, so this is fatty substance and it is no proteins. So when you observe the molecules, they can move in and out of the cell. How can they move? According to that is semi-permeable. They will allow only some substances. They won't allow all. For that purpose, they have the receptors. According to the need, it will allow to move. This one you call that as fluid mosaic model. You will study detailing in higher classes. So now just to remember, it is bilayer of lipid. In between that you can see now the protein layers, they are embedded. The protein, they are embedded in between the bilayer of lipid. Actually it is mostly made up of lipids. Lipids are fatty substances, nothing else. When you observe the plasma membrane, it prevents the movement of some other materials. Not all, they will prevent the movement of some materials. They are very thin, elastic, and they are living, and that they are, I already told you, they will allow only some substances. That's why you call them a selectively permeable membrane also. So I shown in the diagram, it is made up of lipid and proteins. It encloses nucleus and cytoplasm. It helps in the protection of cellular components. So when you observe the substances, how do they move in and out of the cell? I told you it is selectively permeable. It will allow only some substances. So how do they move the substances? When you observe some substances like carbon dioxide, oxygen, some materials, no, they can move across the cell membrane by a process called diffusion. Okay, in this case, there is spontaneous movement of substance from a region of higher concentration to low concentration. That you call that as diffusion. The diffusion, it plays main important role in gaseous exchange. Okay, in case of lungs and all, gaseous exchange occurs. So for that purpose, it is much useful. Now let us see the significance of diffusion. So gaseous exchange, it occurs between the leaves and air. During photosynthesis, respiration, it occurs in plants. And apart from that, the transport of food through phloem. Okay, xylem and phloem, they are two structures. So phloem, it transports food. For transport of food through phloem, it is needed. Then loss of water from the plants, that is also based on the principle of diffusion. The movement of ions and solutes from one cell to another cell also takes place by diffusion. So if you want to tell regarding diffusion, no children, simply just you are lighting one, that agarbatti, that is budbatti, what you call that as. So when you light, so that smell of that agarbatti, when you are just lighting, you won't get. But after lighting for a few minutes, no, you will get the smell. Why? Because so the smoke, no, it slowly diffuses. So like that, light diffuses in the air and you are able to feel that. The same way, so the diffusion also occurs in your body. That is from higher concentration to lower concentration. Next is osmosis. It is movement of water molecules through a selectively permeable membrane, that is plasma membrane, that you call that as osmosis. For osmosis, the presence of membrane is needed, but in diffusion it's not like that. Without membrane also the movement can occur. Osmosis takes place from a region of higher water concentration to region of low water concentration, but it occurs through semi-permeable membrane. Osmosis is related only to water, but diffusion is not like that. So here can you see that is semi-permeable membrane. This is semi-permeable membrane. So if the semi-permeable membrane, no, it separates two solutions. So one is having higher concentration, this is having lower concentration. Here the red color dots, no, it is sugar molecule, and blue dot it tells regarding the water molecule. So here can you see the water molecules are more, here water molecules are less. So here the sugar molecules are more, so here the sugar molecules are less. So that is dilute sugar solution. It is concentrated sugar solution. Now can you see the movement of water molecules? It occurs from higher water concentration to lower water concentration. So here water molecules are moved. From here to here it moves. Can you see the arrow? So it moves from higher water molecules to lower water molecules through semi-permeable membrane. Okay, so it moves like that. So here after some time, so here the water level it increases. Why it increases? Because from here the water moved here. That's why. Okay, so this method you call that as osmosis. What are the significance or importance of osmosis? It is helpful for absorption of water by roots and root hairs. So water it moves from one cell to another cell by means of this method. It controls the amount of water within the cell also. It controls other physiological activities, that is opening and closing of stomata and splitting of fruits, dehiscence of fruits, breaking of fruits, and the seed dispersal. You must have seen some dry the fruits, no, that when the fruits will be fleshy, later when the outer coat when it dries, it breaks and releases the seeds. In the case of pea and all, when you purchase the green pea, the coat, no, it will be little bit that is wet, and when it dries, no, this outer coat it will become dry, then later it breaks and release the seeds. So here the water it plays important role for dehiscence of fruits, that is breaking by releasing of the seeds, and it helps in seed dispersal. When it breaks, no, the seed is dispersed to faraway places. Otherwise, all seeds will fall closer to the mother plant. These are the significance of osmosis. Okay, so today we are concluding up to this. So tomorrow we will meet in the next class. Okay, children.